from Voyager to the Voyagers to the Voyager. We're going to celebrate Ontario's part in the space race. The Voyager was an interesting story. I watched a huge documentary on the Voyager spacecraft, and I got all excited. What a great story this is. I thought this would be a great lyric for a song. I said, Jason, we should get together and write this song. Jason looked at me and he went, really? And so I didn't bring it up again. But then Jason brought the most amazing lyrics where he's taken the history of the Voyager spacecraft and turned it into a love song.
Well, the Voyager space program was so cool in the 1970s, and I grew up as a kid reading National Geographic. They'd do reports every time the Voyagers made it to a new planet, So I was up for writing a song, I just didn't see the angle. But as I read and thought more about the Voyager space program, the thing that struck me was they built two of them, and they were exact replicas of each other, And they did that so that if one failed, the other could continue on, and so that they could cover more ground. So they built the two of them, and then they sent them kind of in opposite directions across the solar system. And so I thought about how these two spacecrafts were really kind of like soulmates, and they were sent off to explore and potentially never see each other again. Who knows how the universe works in that way? Now, when the Americans at NASA designed these spacecrafts, they knew that to listen and measure the sounds of the universe, the magnetospheres, the heliospheres, the tiny sounds that the solar system waves make as they leave this little home of ours, they'd need a good listening device. And if you want to find good listeners, not big braggarts, people who pound their chests a lot, well, good listeners are plentiful in Canada. And so they came to Ontario and they asked our aeronautical engineers to build listening devices. And so John Chapman and his team, they built the device that let Voyager listen to the sounds of the universe. So we thought that it'd be fitting to sing a song dedicated to Voyager and to those great scientists who helped us listen to the galaxy. And we thought about those two spacecrafts heading off in opposite directions, maybe never seeing each other again. And so we decided to call this song Voyager in public. But in private, we call it Space Robots in Love. Galileo had a dream where all the planets were aligned in a sign of the times. Fast forward to you and me. We were custom designed by great minds, all to find truth on paths far apart. But I'd rather be where you are. And if I've got to fly past the stars, well, I'll be a Voyager. I'll be a Voyager. And when you're all alone and far from home and hope is sinking like a stone, remember, there's an end to every curse. And I'll see you on the other side of the universe. It's so cold I could sleep, and so black looking back, the sun's just a speck, a diamond in the deep. And it's true that I've liked what I've seen and the places I've been so far, but I'd rather be where you are. And if I've got to fly past the stars, well, I'll be a Voyager. I'll be a Voyager. Sinking like a stone, remember, there's an end to every curse. And I'll see you on the other side of the universe. And if I gotta shut down I won't have you shed tears, my love, no, not one. As we float from this heliosphere, my love, don't worry, I'll come and be a voyager. I'll be a voyager. And when you're all alone and far from home and hope is sinking like a stone, remember, there's an end to every curse. And I'll see you on the other side and be a voyager. I'll be a voyager. And when you're all alone and far from home and hope is sinking like a stone, remember, there's an end to every curse. And I'll see you on the other side of the universe. Of the universe. Of the universe. Thank you very much. We've been Shipyard Kitchen Party. This has been a real delight. Thank you to the Sims. Thank you, Theatre Collingwood. We'll see you again down the road.
Big thank you to Garion, not only doing sound, but also our sponsor, the Chris Core Incorporated. We asked Garion, thank you for supporting us and for sponsoring our show, and he said, well, you were the last ones on the list, I had to take it. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Let's beat this storm.
Mm-hmm.